horrific details out of Jefferson Parish as a woman is behind bars accused of stabbing her husband to death. Jefferson Parish deputies arrested Carmela Motley last night in Waggaman, and WDSU's Ariel Brumfield joined us live from the sheriff's office with the details coming out of this investigation.
Well, Randy, a very unfortunate situation, but as you said, investigators say they arrested 65-year-old Carmela Motley for allegedly stabbing her husband to death late last night. Now, deputies tell us that they were actually called to a car accident incident off of Live Oak Boulevard in Waggaman. Late last night, they say they discovered her husband, 68-year-old Sebastian King, stabbed to death in a ditch. Now, according to investigators, Motley told detectives she and her husband actually got into a fight in the car prior to his killing. She now faces second-degree murder. But at this time, it is unclear what actually led to that stabbing. Jefferson Parish Councilman Byron Lee says crimes of this nature, they're typically unusual for Waggaman.
It's tragic. It certainly doesn't happen very often here, but it's just a tragic situation. And I certainly pray for the family of both the deceased as well as her and the children. And certainly I don't know what caused this, but to be charged with second-degree murder is very real, and it will have a caustic effect on not only her but also the family.
And of course, we will keep you updated if more information is made available in this investigation. Reporting in Jefferson Parish, I'm Ariel Brumfield, WDSU News.
A woman now behind bars after stabbing her husband to death in Waggaman late last night.
That's according to police. WDSU reporter Ariel Brumfield joins us live with more details on this incident. Ariel.
Well, Gina and Travis, we are told by investigators that unfortunately 68-year-old Sebastian King, he was actually stabbed to death by his wife, 65-year-old Carmela Motley, late last night. Now, investigators with Jefferson Parish, they tell us that they actually went to a car crash incident that happened off of Live Oak Boulevard, and that's when they say they discovered King stabbed to death in a ditch. According to investigators, Motley told detectives she and her husband got into a fight in the car prior to his killing. She now faces second-degree murder, but at this time, it is unclear what led up to that stabbing. A licensed marriage and family counselor tells us that incidents like this one, they do not come as a surprise, and it's important to get help before things escalate too far.
The domestic issues happening in that couple were probably happening a long time. Right? We intensify in those situations in our emotional distress. So my understanding of what typically happens in domestic violence issues is people are not reactive the first, second, third time. It's usually months and years of violence.
And we will keep you updated as more information is made available in this investigation. Reporting from Jefferson Parish, I'm Ariel Brumfield, WDSU News.
WDSU News at 6 starts right now.
This breaking news at 6, a shootout in Pennsylvania leaves 3 officers dead and 2 others hurt.
Yeah, police say the shootout stemmed from a warrant being served in York County. Sources tell us that shooting about 2 hours away from Philadelphia happened just after 2 p.m. when that warrant was being served.
The shooting suspect is believed to be dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The 2 officers injured are being treated at a nearby hospital.
A Metairie woman now behind bars after detectives say she stabbed her husband to death.
Jefferson Parish deputies say that the incident unfolded last night in Waggaman. WDSU reporter Ariel Brumfield joins us live from the sheriff's office with details on the stabbing that happened on Live Oak Boulevard. Ariel.
Well, ladies, this incident is still a shock to many people, and investigators are still working to determine what actually led up to that stabbing. A wife now behind bars for a deadly domestic dispute. Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office arrested 65-year-old Carmela Motley for allegedly stabbing her husband, 68-year-old Sebastian King, to death late Tuesday night.
It's tragic. It certainly doesn't happen very often here, but it's just a tragic situation.
Councilman Byron Lee says Waggaman is typically quiet on the crime front. Investigators say Motley and her husband King were driving when they got into a fight in the car and crashed along the 6,000 block of Live Oak Boulevard. King was found dead in a ditch, stabbed to death, and Motley is now charged with second-degree murder. Investigators now looking into what the couple was arguing about, as experts say there may have been a violent history between the couple.
The domestic issues happening in that couple were probably happening a long time, right? We intensify in those situations in our emotional distress. My understanding of what typically happens in domestic violence issues is people are not reactive the first, second, third time. It's usually months and years of violence.
Susan Harrington, a licensed marriage and family therapist, says unfortunately violence is becoming a solution more and more, and domestic incidents can escalate quickly. She shares tips for other couples possibly going through struggles.
When you begin to feel things that seem like small acts of aggression, right? Insults, criticisms, being contemptuous and cutting people down, that's when you need to seek services. Don't wait until somebody hits somebody. Do it earlier.
And to see that full release, you can visit our website at WDSU.com. Reporting from the Sheriff's Office here in Jefferson Parish, I'm Ariel Brumfield.